Hey guys, it's Simply Obsessed and welcome to my channel and welcome to a speed build. Welcome to a speed build for this small modern contemporary home that I finished building. I finished building it last night. Yeah, so this house took me about, I want to say 3.5 to 4 hours to complete. It sits on a 20 by 15 lot and the finished value of this lot is a little over 55,000 simoleons. So this home ain't cheap. This home really isn't for it really isn't a starter home. Even though it's kind of small and only features 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, this really isn't a starter home. This house has a lot of fancy things in it. We have a really nice fireplace and really nice counters, and the furniture is kind of expensive. So this really isn't a home for Sims just starting out. Unless you believe in motherload, this really isn't this really isn't the starter home for you. This house has no lot traits. I couldn't think of any lot traits that I wanted to use. I was thinking about fast internet or chef's kitchen, but I just really didn't know what to choose because I didn't really know what type of sim I wanted to have live here. When I do speed builds, I try to picture what type of sim would live here, and this house is just so different than anything I've ever done. It could be perfect for an artist or a chef, so I just decided not to add any lot traits and let you awesome people decide for yourselves. So if you wanted to add lot traits, go ahead. If you didn't, this house has no lot traits to begin with. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes over my talking points. Oh, so as you can see here, I started with the shell of the house. So I started with the outside first, went ahead and took care of the roofing so I wouldn't have a really nice house and then take 20 years trying to figure out how the roof is supposed to work. I started with the shell of the house and the roof first. So before I started this speed build, I was doing some research online. I like to look up house plans for inspiration, and I stumbled across a lot of house plans that had this modern contemporary feel. So that's how I got the inspiration to build this house. And I saw a lot of houses that kind of looked like this one online, and I just loved how it was small, but it was kind of modern, and it had like this look to it where it really wasn't like a really teensy tiny house. But I can't describe it. Like, it's a small house, but it doesn't look like it would be ridiculously small on the inside, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I love the sizing. I loved how everything works together. And I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I like to picture Sims that are single artists or single chefs, living in this house. I don't really picture families. This is a really small house. It's only 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, so there's really not a lot of room here. My favorite room in this house would have to be the living room. I use furniture that I don't really use. I use a wallpaper that I don't really use, and I use a fireplace that I don't really use. So it was really fun to step out of my comfort zone. It was really fun to step out of my comfort zone and use furnishings that I don't really use. And as you can see here, I'm working on the kitchen. I love the flooring that you see here in the kitchen, but I don't end up using it in the end. That flooring will be used for the living room, and I just love how the living room turned out. I wish my living room looked like that. I don't know, maybe one day I'll have a nice living room that looks like that. But yeah, that flooring that you see in the kitchen right there ends up being used in the living room. The hardest part about creating this house was the kitchen. I want to say the kitchen and the sizing. So the kitchen, I love the sizing of the kitchen, but I had a hard time figuring out which flooring to use and which cabinets to use. But I do like the way it turned out. I don't end up using these red cabinets. I go ahead and do something a little different. I use like a beige tan type of color scheme. And the flooring that you see, what am I doing? yeah, the flooring that you see all throughout the house right now is just basically that's just used for the living room. I absolutely love the living room. I love the colors that I use. I'm really proud of myself, and I totally wish that I could have a living room like that right now. But I'm a college student, a broke college student, so that's gonna have to come a little later. But I just love the living room. What else did I say? What else did I say? Oh, another issue that I came into that I ran into when making this house was the sizing. So I had a hard time figuring out the kitchen flooring and what cabinets to use, but sizing really got to me. So as you know, this is a small modern contemporary home. So there really isn't a lot of room. You really have to work with the space you have and make it work. So I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to place items, especially upstairs, because I had finished the first floor and then I went ahead to start on the second floor for the bedroom and the bathroom, and then I realized that the bathroom is going to be really tight, or it was going to like just move into the bedroom, if that makes any sense. So the bathroom was originally going to have to cut into the bedroom, so I did have a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out how to situate the upstairs, but I love how it turned out. I used some items from the what's it called, the exercise stuff pack. I used some of those items in the bathroom, and I never really used those items before. I don't know why, I just never really used them, but it was kind of fun to play with things I don't really use. So I used some items from the exercise, I can't remember the name of it, but you know which one I'm talking about, the exercise stuff pack. And in the kitchen I used some items that I don't really use. So I added a cutting board to the wall. I have some knives and different kind of cutlery and pans just hanging up on the walls, and I have a fishbowl in the kitchen. I don't really do that very often. So this build in general taught me how to use things that I don't really use, because I'm the type of builder where if I like a style or a certain color scheme, I get in the habit of using it more than I should, and I want to become a better builder. So I need to step out of my comfort zone and use things that I don't really use, and just get into the habit of exploring and trying new things and making mistakes, and just improving as a builder. One of my goals as a simmer is to be a better builder. So I think I did pretty good with this build. I would definitely like to know what you think. Tell me how it turned out. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you change? What would you fix? Leave that as a comment below, because I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing what you think about my Let's Plays. Any constructive criticism is definitely appreciated. Please don't be mean. Please don't yell at me and talk about me. But I would definitely like to know what you guys think about this build. And if you would like to add this lot to your gameplay, it is available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can search for it using hashtag SimplyObsessed or hashtag SimplyObsessed28. And this house is called the Small Modern Contemporary. I wanted to name it Small Modern Contemporary House, but I ran out of room, so it's just called Small Modern Contemporary. Yeah. Oh, also, this house does have a backyard. One of the things that I wanted to really focus on when it comes to improving my builds is landscaping. I can have a pretty decent house. I'll be proud of it, love the way it looks, and then once the house is finished, I'll look at the outside and I'm like, okay, now what the heck am I supposed to do? So this house has a backyard, and I was able to work on landscaping a little bit. I've added some plants and there's some lights, and I like the way it turned out. Let me know what you think about the landscaping, because that is something that I really want to work on, because landscaping really makes a lot come alive. You can have the perfect house, but if there are no trees or flowers or things that you would see on a lot in real life, like in front of a house in real life, it makes the house seem empty, or it makes it misses something. It looks like it's incomplete when you don't have those things. So I'm proud of the landscaping I did. There is a backyard, and in the backyard there is a bird feeder, which I absolutely love. I knew it was in the game for a while, but just recently, I just started playing with it recently, like in my personal gameplay, and I absolutely love it. It's like having pets without pets being released yet. You just put the bird seed in there, and then the birds come and you get to watch them eat. It's really cute. I love it. But yeah, so what was I saying before? Yeah, this house is available in the Sims 4 gallery. Search for it using hashtag SimplyObsessed or hashtag SimplyObsessed28. And if you guys add this lot to your gameplay, I would definitely love to see you know, who you have living in the house, and I just love to see pictures of your guys as what am I trying to say? Goodness, I would love to see pictures of your Sims living in this house. I would love to see who's living here, and you know what you've done with the place, if you changed anything. So if you've added this house, this lot to your gameplay, share a picture with me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at sim_ply obsessed. So it's at sim_ply obsessed. That's my Twitter thing. You know, my Twitter thingamajigger. And I would just absolutely love to see what you guys have done with the place, if you changed it, and who you got living there. This video is about 20 minutes, and I can't think of 20 minutes worth of things to say, and I feel like I'm starting to ramble. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment below telling me what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would change, what you would fix, and all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.